I've gone on 100 dates over the past year, and I've learned that women are not that hard. You just have to learn how to spike them emotionally. Now, I've gone on dates all over the world, multiple continents, numerous cities. Majority of these dates have been drink dates, occasional dinner dates. Some have been more laid back, walk on the beach and talk type dates. It's been a mixture. Some very romantic, some very casual, fair amount of one night stands. And out of all of that, what I've realized about women, if you just have the chemistry, it's going to be easy. If there's no chemistry, it's going to be hard. And that's something you just cannot force. Any woman that I had a successful night with, successful time with, we just had amazing chemistry. Nothing about the conversation was forced, nothing about it was planned. It was just two individuals who just had a lot of different things in common. Because of that, it was conducive, she felt very comfortable, and we just hit it off immediately. So when I see guys that are very interested in finding a serious partner, you need to date a lot. I mean, a lot. So even for myself, you might wonder, well, we went on 100 dates, Marvin, why haven't you found your person? Well, for one, I'm not interested in settling down. Two, it's mostly for content. And three, there just hasn't been anyone that actually has made me that interested. Especially the fact that I was engaged about 3 years ago. I just know what that spark is like when it's someone I really want to invest my time with. Now, have I felt some initial sparks? Maybe once. And that was like recently when I had my Hawaii trip. But even with that girl, she just wanted me to essentially take her very serious and commit. And I'm just not in that space. So I'm dating very casually. Nonetheless, to the rest of you guys who want to at least experience the abundance of dating so that you can find your ideal person, you do need to put yourself out there. Now, these dates were a mixture of in-person cold approaches and also dating app swipes. Now, when I'm out the country, same approach as well. A lot of these dates too, I'm doing from Hinge because I am formulating the content for you guys, but you can have just as much success on the apps as in person. It's just about introducing yourself, presenting yourself in the best way possible, and putting yourself out there. Now, on these dates, I would say that my average spend is typically 80 to a max of about 120. Of course, some dates have gone upwards of about like 200, but that's very rare, that's very seldom. And the most recent time I did that, it was literally to make content at a restaurant, so I ordered more than I normally would. Nonetheless, you don't need to spend a lot of money on dates. I like to say, for myself, I like drink dates, and I'm also dating to close. I'm not really dating to find my person. Some of you guys are. I'm dating to honestly kind of close. I know that usually it's going to be a quick fling. So for me, I'm approaching every day with no expectations, but I am going with the ideology that I can close tonight. Now, with that being said, I prefer drink dates. It's very laid back. You can break the touch barrier pretty quickly. It's not very taxing financially depending on where you go. And another key trick in terms of executing drink dates, go somewhere frequently, get to know the bartenders, and they will hook you up on all your drinks every single time. So you take women to nice bars that have good happy hours. It can even be like restaurants with good happy hours. Some of my favorite places, Sushi Roku here in Santa Monica, also Fogo de Chao. I got this Italian restaurant I love to go to, Frito Miso. It's a banger. I can get 2 plates of pasta and a bottle of wine with tip for like $80, which is immaculate if you think about that, right? But I don't even do that play as much because I just don't really like to go above and beyond anymore for dates. You just realize that a lot of women are usually dating for the experience, and you also just don't know if there's chemistry, so there's no need to go all out. And as I've dated all over the world, I've also learned some women, they find dinners to be too over the top. Some of them find dinners to be too interpersonal. They rather something more casual, something more light, something more laid back. So I've seen that overall, there's a higher success rate with drinks. Now also, of course, naturally with drinks, you gotta start feeling good. You can then invite her over after. The reason you invite her over, you have to have some reason. So it could be, for me, I'm always like, I have a great view. You wanna come back, for some drinks, enjoy the view, listen to some music, enjoy some California tree, if you get what I'm saying. But you gotta have something. Some guys are like, I need to walk my dog back, but I'm having a great time, let's go back and do whatever. It's up to you, whatever that choice is. But usually with drink dates, if it's going really well and if she's also dating casually, she's honestly looking for a good hookup herself, it's gonna be an easy setup. A lot of these girls, I'm telling you, they also date just to get their rocks off too. Because they're using vibrators, man. These girls aren't just at home being virgins. You know what I'm saying? They're lusting as well. So a lot of these girls, some of them are getting out of breakups, some of them haven't dated in a while, some of them, had a partner that wasn't fulfilling them sexually. So they are also dating casually. So don't be afraid to go for the close. I'm telling you, man, always be closing. So feel the chemistry, of course, naturally, but if there's enough chemistry, you have no reason to not go for the close. And I've seen that too, right? A lot of my one-night stands have just been with girls who they just honestly wanted to hook up. They were just feeling good. I just happened to be their preferred type. I was, very cool, calm, and collected with them. We had a good time on a date. I made them laugh. I made it all about them. When I'm on these dates, I'm once again focused on the girl. I'm treating it as I'm Oprah Winfrey and I'm interviewing a famous guest and I want to know everything about her. So when you approach dates like that, you don't have any expectations, you're having fun, you bounce around from one bar to the next. That's another setup too when you're on these dates and you want to also get a close, and if the vibe is right, go to at least 2 venues. I like to say 2 spots and you hit the dot, you know what I'm saying? So go to at least 2 venues. I like to bounce around from, once again, 2 bars or between a restaurant and a bar, and places that I know the staff, I know they're gonna hook me up, I know the prices, I already know what my spend rate is gonna be. I'm not going into dates blindly. I know what to expect, and you have to make sure you can control the spend rate by controlling the environment. Don't let these chicks talk you into take them out to steakhouse dinners. That's for anniversaries, birthdays, special occasions, okay? We have to limit how much we invest financially early on, because if not, it's going to make these women take us for granted anyway. So don't do too much too early on. Now, from all these dates, I've also learned a lot of men don't know what they're doing. So some of you guys are like, wow, yo, you went on 100 dates? It's not that hard, I'm telling you. It's really not that hard. If I wanted to, I'd go on a date every single day. But I'm not. Some days I did 2 dates in a day. It is what it is. So now, to also understand this, all right? These women, they're dealing with guys that don't know what they're doing. They don't know how to court them. They don't know where to take them. They're talking too much. They're trauma dumping on them. They're just making the dating experience piss poor for them. So a lot of women, honestly, they're just frustrated with what's in the dating market. They don't like the guys that are available to them. So if you can already muster up the courage to just invite her out, and then you can just be a good time, you can just have fun, you got it in the bag. Now, what I've also learned from these dates, you could meet up with a chick, have a great date, hook up, amazing sex, she might still ghost you the next day. As I said before, some of these girls, they just want to hook up and they want to move on with their life. In terms of women being masculine, they're also very masculine sexually. So they're going to enjoy themselves and then go be alone until they want to be with another man. That's also how it goes. Don't let that affect your psyche, okay? I've been in this situation myself. I'm with a chick. I met her the day before. I think it was the day before, actually. I met her the day before. We agreed to get, drinks at this place that actually recently closed down in Santa Monica, agreed to get drinks there. Went to get drinks, had a good time, walked it back to my spot. I'm in the buns, I raw dogged it, and I'm cracking it, killing it. At least I thought I was killing it, but I was definitely killing it. I'm cracking it, killing it. I didn't last long as I wanted to, but still, I'm in there raw, for God's sakes. I'm cracking it, killing it. Drop her off, next day hit her up, nothing, okay? It happens. I'm like, yo, women at one point in time, if you raw dog them, they're gonna stick around, they're gonna at least like talk about it. And this moment happened years ago, okay? This hasn't been anytime soon. But this happened years ago, but still yet, that moment made me realize you can just have a good time with a girl, but she's also just there to have a good time. Don't take it personal. Now, on top of that, I've always smelled good on all these dates. I've always worn, cologne that is nice, noticeable, have a good scent, make sure you're clean, you're well dressed. A lot of these dates I went on was dress wear. I go on a lot of dates in suits. Suits are honestly a bossed up way to go on dates. A nice suit, a polo, clean dress shirt, slacks, boots, all these things matter. I work out basically 5 days a week. So even when I'm going on these dates, I'm just going there with a pump. Every little detail, my skincare, you guys can see, my skin is glowing, my hair, it's done, everything to the T, okay? So I'm not just going in dates, dragging it. I'm actually going in it, putting in full effort, making sure I'm dressed the part, make sure I'm there, just looking like a sex icon. You want to be a sex symbol in front of this woman, right? She's choosing the one. She's choosing, People Magazine's Sexiest Man of the Year. So make sure you're dressed to the nines, you're well groomed, everything is there, okay? Now, I've also noticed these women, they go on a lot of dates themselves, all right? Since I've been on the dating apps for, the past year and some change, I've seen women there now that have been on there a year ago. I've recognized some girls from a couple years ago when I was using dating apps. So these women are in the dating market and they're single as hell and they're just enjoying themselves, having fun. Don't care about it. Don't take it personal. Date to enjoy, okay? Date to have fun, date to experience. You need to date a lot of women because you don't know what you want yet. You think you know what you want, but you haven't experienced it yet. You haven't experienced enough women. You haven't, truly been able to see what irks you, what doesn't. And that just comes from dating an abundant amount of women, okay? You don't need to be too emotional. You don't need to mess it up. And you don't want to mess it up with the girl of your dreams. And you need to be well prepared. So you need to know you've had a lot of women in your past. And so you're just already acclimated to her caliber of women. And that right there is the key. You go in it as if you've already been there before. She's not being pedestalized. It's going to be a seamless transition. It's going to be a great date, a great experience. But any man out there, you're single, date, man. Date bi-continental, bi-coastal, date everywhere, okay? Go on dates. Go on 2 dates a day. All right, just date. Do Insta dates. Date, man. Don't sit here and think that you're going to have all this social experience with a woman without dating. That's how I can come to you guys and talk to you so, in depth about women. I've experienced so many women. I've been with so many women. I talked to so many women. I went on dates with so many women. You know what I'm saying? It's a tax write-off at this point. Literally that many women I've invested into my education of women, my education of dates, my education of courting. Everything of the likes I've invested into that. You guys got to realize dating is like tuition. You have to go and you got to invest the time. You got to invest the money. It takes money to make money, and dating the same thing. You want to find your spouse. You want to find your partner. You're going to have to invest. You're going to have to meet a lot of people. You're going to have to put yourself out there. But I'm going to tell you this. It's fun. It's enjoyable. And you honestly hit a point where you'll become like me. I'm in no rush. I'm okay. I can start over my entire roster tomorrow, and I don't care because I've attracted so many women already, and I can attract so many more. There's so many women out there available. There's a girl turning 22 every single day. There's a girl graduating from her master's degree every single week. There's a girl graduating from her daughter's degree every single week. There's an abundance of women, okay? There's women getting divorced every single week. There's women hitting the market every single day. So never feel as if you need to rush to anything. Take your time. Now, if you're struggling with your dating life, you want to go on more dates per week, you want to date your ideal woman, then DM me app. Trust Fund Baddies only. The link is below.